So I think we go to the difficult things in that space, in that environment. You know, we're there to do the work on ourselves. It's an investment on ourselves so that we can be in service to those we work with. And goodness, not just to those that we work with. This has impacted my relationships, you know, my family relationships, my friendships, across the board. It just doesn't stop. You've really unlocked something, Teresa. So yes, yeah, so it's, which is fantastic, isn't it? And I think that's probably one of the differences with this experience, and it's continued like no other experience. I go, I do my thing. It's so easy to come back to the real world and just carry on. But this has been very different indeed.
What I appreciated was it was a bit like you started with a blank sheet of paper, and then over the course of the couple of days, you were filling bits in and filling in other bits. And so you started with nothing, and then you became aware of certain things. And then gradually, through the course of a range of different activities, it was just starting to build up this more complete picture. But I think, for me at least, it was kind of a beginning. Although it was a beginning, it's created this sort of open invitation to keep going back and dipping in. So that's, I think, the fact that I want to keep doing that, to me, reveals how powerful this experience was.
I think the noticing, I think that awareness of, okay, you know, when I give myself the time, just the awareness to go, oh, okay, well, what's happening here for me? Well, you know, is that projection? Is it part of me? You know, what's going on from a polarity perspective? Okay, maybe I'll just sit with that for a bit. So giving it space.
I am noticing myself reflecting on things a lot more, not only in my practice, but also in my personal life and in my life in general, noticing things and considering them, thinking about them differently.
I thought I knew about the shadow, and I don't think I really did. I don't think I fully understood it. So it's given me a much greater understanding of the shadow and the importance of the shadow, and some really effective tools about how you can go deeper in your reflection. So that's what I've really taken away from it.
What I really took from the course about that was about how those parts are actually useful for us. The bits we think are our worst part. Well, why would it be good for me to be lazy sometimes? Well, actually, because sometimes I don't say no and I take on too much and then I burn out. And why is it good for me to be greedy sometimes? Well, sometimes I just need to let my hair down, actually, and just be a bit more, gobble it all up. And sometimes I need to give myself permission to be more ambitious than I am and more motivated and to go get what I really want without kind of being a shrinking violet about it.
I came back to my notes a couple of weeks ago, and I can't remember what was going on in my life at the time, but I did do that. Oh, hello there. Yeah, what do you need right now? And that question, you know, asking that part of myself, what do you need right now, felt really helpful. So I think awareness is what's really stayed with me. I'm just feel a lot more aware. And the camaraderie, actually, that's really stayed with me, because the way you hold the space and hold the group created such a beautiful place of community that I hadn't experienced for a long time. Yeah. So it's what I seek to create in my work, but I hadn't experienced that. So that's really stayed with me.
What has stayed with me is the feeling really that I got from the weekend, and being able to be in a group in a vulnerable place, in a beautiful environment where we were completely held, and feeling like a part of something.